Hello. I'm coming to you today with just a few pointers on how to have um, a really good Zoom yoga class experience. So if you're familiar with Zoom, you're probably used to seeing this sort of a look where you see just the head of the people in the Zoom room, like in meetings and so forth. But the thing is, in yoga, we're not just interested in your face. As yoga teachers, we want to be able to see your whole body as much as possible, realizing that at home, depending on your device, you may not have sufficient space to have everything. Okay, but the point is, the more that we can see you as teachers, the more that we can assist you, we can provide the guidance that will help you to have a better class. Yeah. So, so the good thing, if you look, so if you have a laptop, you have a lot more flexibility. You can tilt the screen down so you can see more. Okay. Now I have two mats. You don't need two, but the way that is optimal, at least from my perspective, is that this mat horizontal is the primary way to put it. Because if you're doing a lunge, all right, and you're facing forward like this, I mean, I can see that you have a leg in front and I can see your arms and chest, but I can't tell what's going on in the back. Whereas if you do a lunge here, then you can see, the alignment, how things line up. All right, so that you have a lot more ability to see, right? So the more that you can set your device so that you can have your mat horizontal and be able to be seen as much as possible, the better it is from a teaching standpoint. Okay, that's probably one of the more important things, being able to see. So when you first come into the Zoom room, usually you get there a few minutes before your teacher, 10 minutes or so. That's the time when you look at how you look on the screen. So if only this part of you is showing on the screen, please adjust your device as much as you're able so that we can see more of you. That's helpful. Okay, also lighting. So if you have enough light, it's really good to see. But do you see, if that big light that I have is off, it's harder to see. Now that may be all you have, but if you have a spare lamp somewhere, having a lamp off to the side usually will help give you a little bit more light so that, again, you can be seen. Now, if you don't want to be seen, of course, you can turn your video off, okay? And that's with the menu bar that comes with Zoom. And if you're not so familiar with the Zoom rooms, all you have to do is click on the link that your yoga teacher emails to you. You click on the link, and that will take you right away into the Zoom room. Once you click with the next pop-up box, once you click allow, you'll be right in the Zoom room. And it's a secure Zoom room because the Yoga Center only gives out the links to people registered for the class. And the password is embedded in that link. So all you have to do is click the link and you're in. So that's really cool too. Now, if you're not familiar with the Zoom, all you have to do is run your cursor along your screen and you'll see a menu bar. And that menu bar is handy. So when you first come in, you may want to mute the mic. You may want to not have the video on as you're just setting up, but you can have both on if you want. So that's pretty cool too. And then there's also a chat button. So you can click on chat and you can chat with your teacher. You maybe send a message or something. So that's probably all you need to know about the Zoom room. And that plus when you leave the meeting, there's a little red thing that says leave meeting, a little red indicator on the bottom, and all you have to do is check that and you're gone. So that's a little bit about Zoom. That's a little bit about how to set up in a way that you can be seen better. And of course, if you don't want to be seen, then you turn off the video. But just remember, if you don't want to be seen, we won't be able to see you and give you assistance. And of course, that's your choice. So that's a little bit about Zoom. That's a little bit about how you can be seen better in the Zoom room. And then just a note about props. Probably it's best if you can have one mat or a non-slippery surface. A couple of blocks will just make it easier. And then if you have a yoga belt, Generally, an 8-foot yoga belt is optimal. You can do a lot more with them. So what if you don't have those? Use a bathrobe tie or a belt that you have in your wardrobe somewhere. If you don't have blocks, you can use a big, thick book or something to put your hand on. That can be done. As far as blankets, a nice, thick yoga blanket will give you more support. This is a nice, thick one. And when you fold it over and sit on it, you've got, you know, an inch or two of height underneath of you, which is really quite good. So if you don't have a yoga blanket, get a really sturdy Turkish towel or something, or a really sturdy blanket, like a heavy wool blanket that will help give you some loft when you sit. Okay, and then if you want to buy props, there's a great site called yogaaccessories.com. 2 A's, YOGAACCESSORIES.com. And they have tons of yoga props. And you can get from an inexpensive set to a little bit better set that will last longer, your choice. So those are some things that might help you as you continue to do Zoom experience yoga classes. So having fun in the Zoom room and doing yoga in the Zoom room is becoming more and more normal for us now. So just ensure that it feels good to you and that you feel most comfortable, and enjoy your Zoom yoga experience. Bye.